Mi auguro di poter dire che è una squadra che vuole arrivare in fondo, che partecipa a questa manifestazione per poter vincere.
Which team is a favorite this championship?
Le squadre favorite sono la Spagna, la Germania e l'Olanda.
Which is your plans? Purpose.
Proprio. Il nostro obiettivo è quello di arrivare preparati e essere competitivi e lottare contro queste squadre molto forti.
What do you know about Ukraine?
Cosa ha detto?
About Ukraine. What do you know?
Beh. Cosa so dell'Ucraina?
Cosa ne pensi dell'Ucraina?
Sì, no, stavo pensando cosa risponderti. È una squadra giovane, una squadra dinamica, una squadra che sicuramente può fare molto bene.
Mr. Prandelli, I'm from Ireland.
What a scoreline. What an analysis you're going to have to do on that in the next few days. First of all, the substitution. Have you ever made a better one?
Well, I don't know. Certainly I'm very pleased with it, but I mean, we all know with substitutions, sometimes you get a bit of luck with them and sometimes you don't. But they're very different players, of course, Theo and James Milner, and we thought that, you know, especially 2 goals to 1 down, we needed to, you know, take that chance, if you like, really play with 2 wingers in Walcott and Young, and hope perhaps that they weren't going to get too much possession of the ball in midfield, and that luckily worked for us, and Theo's got to be delighted with his evening. He scored 1 and made 1, so I'm sure he'll be banging on the door for selection in future.
It was a game of 2 halves completely, wasn't it? The first half it was all England. Sweden looked very ordinary, and Andy Carroll's goal, perfect. His performance, exactly the reason why you'd picked him.
Yeah, it was a great goal, and I thought his target play throughout the game was really very good. But we got rocked on our feet, didn't we? You know, we started the second half badly, something which, you know, always players in the dressing room, they exhort each other to make certain they start the second half well and, you know, get back to where we left off. And nothing could have been further from the truth, really, because before we knew where we were 2 goals to 1 down from 2 set plays. But I was really pleased with the way we reacted after that, and I think that we were good value for our 3 goals.
What was it, just a defensive 15 minutes of madness?
Well, it's that free kick, wasn't it? You know, Andy sort of lashed out, and I thought we were a bit unlucky from the free kick. It rebounded very kindly. The wall blocked it, but it rebounded off Ashley Young straight into the path of Melbay, so suddenly it's 1-1. And the second one I've not seen, but you're never going to be comfortable when Sweden get these free kicks in wide areas, because they've got so many good headers of the ball and so many big players. Anything like a good delivery and you're in trouble, and that's what happened.
Completely different test to France, wasn't it? It was more like a Premier League game in so many ways, the hurrying and harrying, the tempo, the physicality. Yeah.
No, that's absolutely right. We actually predicted that, you know, when we were talking to the players. We said this is going to be very much a Premier League game, and it was 2 very good Premier League sides.
And of course that Sweden record, now we can stop talking about that, can't we? And your Sweden record's intact.
Yeah, mine stays quite good. That's good. But I've got to say, I'm glad they're not in our qualifying group. I would be quite happy to see the back of them for a while, although I do believe we're opening their new stadium in November, so they'll get a chance of revenge.
1 point guarantees you through to the quarter-finals. A win could, if your result is better than France, top the group.
That would be nice, but if we can qualify, I'll be delighted. But it won't be easy. Ukraine are a good team, as we saw tonight, at least in the first half. The first half I watched, I thought they played very well against France, and, you know, restricted France to almost no goal chances. So we'll have to do well again. You know, the type of performance we've given first against France and now against Sweden, we're going to have to, you know, make certain we don't slip, you know, back from that type of performance. And if we can keep adding something, then that will be better still.